I'm a 56-year-old rural gun-owning white guy. And if Kamala Harris thinks I'll vote for her, she's right. Why does it take so long for somebody charged with a federal crime to actually have his day in court? Two reasons. One, the guilty ones, they do everything they can to avoid that day in court, so they'll throw out this motion and that motion and everything they can. And that delays things because the federal courts are so overwhelmed that they have a hard time finding room on their calendar. I mean, we have a constitutional right to speedy trial, and they know that, but every time a criminal case comes up, it gets moved up the list. So that's one reason. The guilty ones don't want to go to court. The other reason is that the courts are terribly overwhelmed. There's far more cases than the current number of judges can handle. That's because, one, the judges, there's tons of vacancies. Every time a judge retires or passes away or just up and quits, every time that happens, it's up to the president to appoint somebody. And it's up to the Senate to confirm that person to fill that judgeship. And it doesn't matter who it is, whether it's a Republican or a Democrat, the opposite party will do everything they can to keep that judgeship from getting filled because they don't want the other party controlling or influencing the philosophy of the judiciary. So that's one reason. And related, the second reason is that it's been 34 years since Congress has passed anything to authorize a larger number of judges. That's a long time. In fact, it's long enough that our population has increased by 80 million people in that time. Well, the good news is the judiciary, not the House or the Senate, not the White House, but the third branch of government, the judiciary, has taken it upon themselves to study the situation and come up with a solution. And their solution is called the Judges Act. If it were to pass, then it would give us enough judges, at least for now, to decrease that backlog and get the courts moving again. That's the good news. Bad news, it's sitting in Congress right now, waiting to be acted upon. And members of both parties have gone on the record and said that if it doesn't pass before this election, it probably never will. Because again, if the Democrat wins, the Republican doesn't want to authorize a whole bunch of new judges and let the Democrat president fill them, and vice versa. It's a terrible situation, and I only see one solution. I believe Kamala Harris is going to win this election because Trump is just disintegrating right in front of our eyes. So if she wins and we don't give her a strong Congress to back her up, well, 4 more years of the same old, same old. This is another very good, strong, solid reason to vote all blue all the way down the ballot. If she wins and we give her a Senate and a House that'll back her up, the Judges Act will get passed and the federal courts can start moving again. There you go. Good day.